listening to Fanatic Farms.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Fanatic Farms video. With all the stuff I've been seeing recently about the Studio Series 86 Megatron being made into a tank instead of being a gun, kind of got me thinking that when did Megatron first become a tank? And I believe that was the G2 Megatron that came out in 1992. But what was weird about that was we got the toy in 92, but we didn't actually first see Megatron as a tank until 1993, and that was in a G.I. Joe Marvel comic, which I have my notes here, which was issue number 139, and that came out in August of 1993. Christ, I was 8. But yeah, that was the first time Megatron had become a tank, and that's generally, again, the same reason why we're having issues with the Studio Series 86 line. Hasbro couldn't make Megatron a gun anymore. The laws had changed, so they made him into this gun. Which was weird, because if you didn't read G.I. Joe, you had no idea there was just this new toy of Megatron on the shelves. And the G2 comic didn't come out until November of 93 as well. So it was a weird, there was that weird moment where we had this toy and no idea where it came from, how he fit in with G1. But yeah, so this is the front of the box. Let's point that way, shall we? Or that. Let's just do that. So this is the front of the box of G2 Megatron, and this was the time where Transformers had kind of was coming to the end. The early 90s was a weird time for Transformers. G1 had finished airing. The kids that grew up with G1 toys and now got too old, and they'd outgrown the toys, so the toy line had started to dwindle. So Hasbro decided to make the G2 toy line, and then they did reruns of the G1 TV series as well, but with like CGI bits like put in the beginning and the end. They changed the intro to a CGI intro, and for like the adverts as well, the toy line were all CGI. I remember I had G2 Silverbolt, and I remember the CGI advert for that, the aerial bots combining, making a CGI Superior on it. It was a weird one, and they did a lot of repaints and re-releases of old sculpts, and they released new toys as well. And Megatron was one of these first like really big release of a new toy. But yeah, like I say, this is the front of the box here, and this is a typical G2. G2 stands for Generation 2. G2 Transformer box art. They've got the new Decepticon logo on there, which I never really liked myself, and the new font style, giving it kind of that reddish, laserish look. Like I said in the previous videos, the 90s was all about lasers and computer-generated imagery. So, I do like the little explosion kind of cut out on the window where Megatron's tank cannon is. I think that's kind of a little cool thing, and I love the artwork of the Megatron in like the comic book artwork of Megatron. I think that is so cool. And it says it has sounds and all that kind of stuff. So if we flip the box around, and the back of the box, it shows all the electronic features. Sorry, I'm just moving my notes. And all of Megatron's gimmicks and play features as well, and some of them I don't agree are play features. The armor-plated tank treads. But how is that a play feature? I don't know, but and it also has the picture of a couple of the other G2 Transformers you can get in the line. Well, so we have the color-changing Autobot GoBots. And that was his name, GoBots. Hasbro bought out GoBots, and to keep the name, they named this doom buggy, color-changing robot GoBots. We also have one of the Autobot cars, Rapido, and one of the Decepticon jets, which is Afterburner, and I actually own both of those as well. I don't own any of the color changes, but the standard G2 cars and jets I do have. And also with a lot of 90s toys, I've said this in my Alien videos, and my Beast Wars, Ultimate Optimus Prime video, and Jurassic Park. The 90s were a time where you got bio cards with pretty much every toy line, and they were either packaged with the product or they were cut out on the back, and this one was no different. So we have this cut out Megatron bio card, which reads: Megatron is a combination of brute strength, military cunning, ruthlessness, and terror. He aches to return to Cybertron to complete his conquest after destroying all the Autobots on Earth, capturing all of Earth's resources. He's incredibly powerful and intelligent and fires a nuclear-charged fusion cannon. He can also link up interdimensionally to a black hole and draw antimatter from it to use as a weapon. Megatron has no known weaknesses. And now I might be wrong, but I remember saying in the G1 cartoon about Megatron having a black hole in his chest. I think I could be making that up in my head, or it's But yeah, that's kind of cool, and it's weird how it doesn't say anything about where Megatron got his body from. And I forgot to say, he got his body from making a deal with Cobra Commander. Like I say, his first appearance was in the G.I. Joe comic, and he had survived the crash of the Ark in the comics. This is all going into comic continuity. And in that, they thought he died because the Ark crashed, but he survived it. Cobra found him, and he made a deal with Cobra Commander and said, look, I will give you technology from the Ark if you build me a new body, and that's why we get this tank mode. That's where it came from. It's never explained in the G2 comic that came out. It's in that G.I. Joe comic, so there you go. But his stats are as followed. Strength is 9. Intelligence is 9. Speed is 4, but then he's a tank, so. Endurance is 9. Rank is 10, well, yeah, he's the leader of the Decepticons. Courage is 7, so he's a wuss. Firepower is 10, and then skill is a 5.5, so, he's literally like saying the thing. He's just all about brute strength and aggression. He doesn't have much skill, which I contradicts in my mind a little bit to the whole cunning military tactician, all that kind of stuff. It just, yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling again. This is mine. G2 Megatron in his tank, and it is a very large figure. Well, just the vehicle mode is awesome. Like I say, when they said about the armor-plated tank treads not being a gimmick, it's because they're sculpted. They're not even, they don't move. And I've lost Chrome on half on that side. Chrome's gone. He has 4 wheels, that is it, underneath. So these tank treads don't move at all. And like I say, this thing is meant to be electronic. I'm an idiot. I left my batteries in here for nearly 20 years, so it's ruined the electronics. I tried earlier on today, it just didn't work. But if you push down on the tank, like that, it would make an engine sound, which is really cool. And you pull back the trigger or the firing mechanism on the tank, and it would do lock and load, and then once you press the button, it would make like an explosion sound of the missile firing and exploding. So it was really cool. I do have some qualms with this thing. Why it's camouflaged in purple and bright green is beyond me. But again, it's G2, so the 90s, everything was that bold, in-your-face colours. Even the sticker accents all being orange against the purple, it looks awesome. I do like the, I don't know, there it is, the G2 Decepticon logo in black. It kind of reminds me of Inspector Gadget Claw. His symbol with a cat face. Sadly, you know, the turret doesn't rotate. It's stationary in the full position, but you can lift up the gun barrel. But that's pretty much it. There is no real other thing. It rolls. That's it. That is Megatron in his tank mode. And for such a big toy, you would expect more, but it is what it is. It does look still cool. I do like it. Another thing which I'm really annoyed about, I can't find them, is it had a gravity-fed cannon. So you lift this up, you would put the missiles in here, close that down, pull back, push the button, and it would shoot the missile out, and then another one would drop down in its place. It was such, you know, kind of cool. For the love of me, I have no idea where mine have gone. They could be in about 3 different boxes. So, all right, transformation for this guy was so simple and easy, considering how big he is. And you know, you think like how complicated Megatron was from gun to rail mode in G1. This one, literally, pull back the legs like that. Open up some panels underneath. Like, get my hand out of the way so you can see like that. And the legs just fold down. Close those up. And then you flip out his tiny, ridiculously tiny feet against his huge legs. Like that. And then the arms fold like that. Whoop. Pop down. You twist the arms around so then it reveals the fists here and here. And I like how they had to put a little cut out here so you can bend the arms like so. You take the what do you call this, the gun bit that was mounted on top of the tank, and you stick that in its hand like that. And then for the final piece to transform him, you literally just move the gun turret over and his head pops out like that. And that was it. That's such a simple transformation, but this thing looks wicked. It's, you know, the proportions are a little off. If you push down him in this mode, he would say Megatron attacks. And if you lift up the arm, it would make a like laser firing sound. The gun, and again the cannon would still work on his shoulder and still lift up and down. That is it. Articulation wise, we had 360 of the arms. Oh, listen to those arms squeak. And up and down our joints, and they can move in and out, but that was due to transformation. That's pretty much it. Legs would just bend ever so slightly backwards, but because of transformation again, so it literally, that is it. Head doesn't move. He is a purple green pillar, well, a statue pretty much, but he looks freaking awesome. And I really should have cleaned this guy before I showed it to you. But yeah, Megatron and that face sculpt, I do like the face. I think that's kind of duty, the face sculpt on that. Yeah, so that is G2 Megatron in his, like I say, purple green glory. And I love it. I think it's wicked. They did do a smaller version. He was in a blue color with a billow powered missile launcher thing. Same kind of style as this, but yeah, he was about yay tall. But yeah, guys, that is my G2 Megatron. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Let me know if you had one in the comments. Let me know other G2 toys you remember. I do have, what do I have still? I have G2 Optimus Prime with, like I say, with the rocket firing thing. Oh, what was he? He was like pink, white, and red and blue truck that looked like Optimus Prime but wasn't. I can't remember his name. I have a few others, but yeah, tell me if you like the G2 toy line. You know, a lot of people don't. But yeah, anyway, this is it. So take it easy, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.